Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So I'm gonna start off with my Nivea Post Shave Balm Moisturizer, and I'm gonna use my Aqua Lip Repair, and I'm gonna use my color correcting concealers from LA Girl. Now I know it's a little harsh to use orange, especially for my skin tone, but I kind of blend it out and I add another corrector. So I'm going to use the green corrector to just camouflage or just eliminate any redness on my skin, and it does really work and I really like it. I go in with this brush that I use all the time. It's like an angle concealer brush and it's really fluffy, but it blends so well. It blends everything out so well, and I got it off of eBay, so that's the really good thing about that. Like, I got it off of eBay for just an affordable price. If you're interested, I'll list the link down below where I got it from. And I just go in and I blend everything out, and just look at that. Like, I don't even have any redness on my face anymore. I'm gonna go in with this color corrector. It's from Becca and I love using this, and I actually got this because Amanda Ensing was talking about it and she made me get it basically, and it's like the best thing ever. It's an essential now in my everyday makeup. It's like I can't go without it now. For foundation, I'm going to use the Makeup Forever HD foundation. I really love this foundation. Like, this is like one of my top favorite foundations. And of course, you got to look good and have one of the best foundations on your face. So I'm going to take that and add it onto my face, and I'm going to blend that out with my e.l.f. foundation brush. It's like a buffer brush, and for just $6 is really great. I really like the foundation brush, and especially if you're a beginner, this would be amazing to use, especially, you know, for an affordable price. Like, this brand is so affordable and you can't go wrong with it. I go in with my damp beauty blender and I blend everything out. I make sure that everything is smooth and it looks airbrushed. The funny thing is that I don't always use my beauty blender on a daily basis like a lot of people do. I use my Real Techniques on a daily basis, but when I'm doing makeup tutorials or I'm going out, I would use my beauty blender. I just think that because a beauty blender is so good that I don't want to ruin it for too long. Like, you know, like a lot of people buy beauty blenders like all the time. Me, like, it's $20 and I don't want to spend so much. But using a beauty blender for a special event or a special occasion, I just use it for that time. To conceal that darkness that I have, I use my favorite concealer. It's the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer. It's amazing, even though it's heavy duty and it's very thick. I love it. It's just amazing. It really covers up so well, and I think it's a lot better than the Kat Von D, to be honest with you. I have the Kat Von D concealer, but I just think this one is a lot better, and the undertone, the color undertone, is just, it corrects it so well. For the brows, I use my favorite brow pencil, which I'm so sad that it finished and I have to go out and buy a new one. This is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Brunette. I love it. It's amazing. I don't know how to explain it, but it's such a dupe for the Anastasia Beverly Hills pencil, and this one is just $10. I can't go wrong with that. So I set my under eye with my Ben Nye Cameo powder, the translucent powder. That's like the best thing I've ever used so far besides the Laura Mercier one. So now I'm going to prime my lids with my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot, and I'm going to use my Morphe palette. Of course, like, I'm on a Morphe palette junkie wagon, so I'm going to use the 35K palette, and I show you here this brush set from Morphe, and hint hint, it's probably going to be in a giveaway, you never know. And I show you guys here that I'm going to take this mauve tone eyeshadow, and I use the rose gold brush, the blending brush, to blend out my crease shade, my transition shade. So this palette is just all cool tones, so I wanted to use it for this makeup tutorial so you guys can see. A lot of you guys were requesting to see more videos on using different Morphe palettes, so I'm giving you what you guys want. So I'm going to take this mauve eyeshadow and I'm going to just diffuse that into my crease area. This is going to be my transition shade, so this is going to be the shade that it's going to be like popping. So now I'm going to take this cool tone brown eyeshadow and I'm going to apply that with my blending brush from BH Cosmetics. I don't want to cover up the transition shade, but yet apply it underneath and diffuse it so that it can just be a transition from like the mauve to the brown, and it's just gonna look nice. It's gonna turn out really well, trust me. So just make sure you blend everything out. Like, it looks a little harsh, but believe me, just blend everything out. I go back with the rose gold blending brush from Morphe, and I go back and I just blend out both the shades together, and I don't add any extra product. So for my brow bone, I'm gonna take the whitest shade or the lightest shade in the palette, and I didn't know that this eyeshadow had a sheen to it, but we're just gonna work with it. It worked out anyways. I don't like applying too many shimmery sheen eyeshadows in my crease, not my crease, but my brow bone. So yes, so I'm gonna take my Coastal Scents blending brush, and I'm going to take the brownish shade in the palette and apply that in my outer corner. That's like kind of hard to say, like so fast, but I make sure that I blend the outer corner really well because I want it to be sultry looking, not smoky. I know like sultry and smoky are kind of the same family, but I don't want it to be so smoked out to the point where it becomes a smoky eye, because I'm gonna add a light shade to my lid, so I just want the outer corner to be a little deeper. That's why I'm gonna take this black shade. It's like an off black shade, and I'm going to take this round crease brush and I'm going to apply that in my outer corner. I'm not going to pick up too much because then it's going to be hard to blend out. Black shadows are really hard to blend out after you apply it on your eyes, so you want to be careful with that. So I'm going to take this brush. I don't know the name of it, I'm sorry, but I'm going to list it down below. It's from Morphe as well. It's a really nice, amazing blending brush, like, but so small though. It's so tiny and so detailed, and you'll be surprised when you use like these little detail brushes, like they really help your makeup look and just kind of put it all together. So I want to blend everything out and kind of just marry those two shades together and blend and blend and blend. That's what you want to do when it comes to these kind of browns and black tones. So I'm gonna take this shadow from City Color Cosmetics, and it's called Cheers to Life, and I know like it's like so affordable, and for such an eyeshadow that's so affordable, it's so pigmented, and I like this shade so much that I was like, you know what, like I'm gonna buy a whole bunch of them, and I did. This was like during the Cyber Monday time. Like I bought more, and I was so happy that I picked this shade up. So now I'm incorporating it in this makeup look. So just make sure you blend everything out, and you kind of just make sure that everything is just, you know, cohesive and well blended. So you see here that I kind of just blend everything out. Now I'm gonna take my gel liner from Inglot and I fix it up with a little bit of concealer. I am gonna have a video soon on how to apply gel liner and get that sharp eyeliner that everybody loves. I go back and apply more shadow on my lids and make sure that everything is right. For lashes, I'm going to use the Cocoa lashes in the style Foxy. These are my favorite lashes besides Bella, and also Cocoa lashes in Queen Bee. While I'm letting the glue set, I'm going to apply some mascara. This is Better Than Sex by Too Faced. And then I apply my lashes, and I apply a little bit of gel liner. I love the fact that it's so waterproof, but then I don't like waterproof at the same time. But it really does hold up as a liner as well. And I do smudge that out with a little bit of that cool tone brown shade that I applied into my crease. So yes, I'm going to move on to the face. I wipe off and dust off the powder underneath my eyes, and I'm going to go in with this Too Faced Soleil bronzer. I noticed that on camera it looks a little bit muddy, but it's not muddy on my face, believe me. Like, I've tried it on so many different occasions and I don't see that it's muddy. I even tried it on daylight, natural light, and it doesn't look muddy, but on camera, maybe it was the lighting or maybe it was just the way the camera is set up that it just looked like that. But I make sure that I add a little bit of my powder, my face powder, to just kind of cover it up if it's a little too dark. So I blend out my bronzer, my contour with my angle brush from BH Cosmetics. I bought this brush a long time ago. I'm pretty sure they probably still have it in their brush set, but I bought it as an individual brush, so you can probably buy it individually as well. But I use a little bit of that bronzer on my forehead and the sides of my nose, under my lip. I know I don't try that method all the time, but it actually works, especially if you're going to use dark colors on your lips. As for blush, I don't go hard on the blush because I have so much going on my eyes and I want the eyes to be the center of attention. I use this mauve pink tone blush and I make sure that I apply a little bit heavily because it doesn't show up as much as I want it to, because it's a mauve tone, so it's not going to show up so much on the skin tone unless you're really fair skin. So I just apply a little bit of that and then I go in and kind of just clean up with my beauty blender, and I don't put any product to it because I already have product from when I did bake. So now for the highlight, I'm using my favorite highlight. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Illuminator in Starlight, and I do go heavily on this because it's just my favorite highlight. It's amazing. It's a birthday glam. You want to go all out for your birthday, and of course you want your face to be glowy and really beaming from afar away, so you want to make sure you apply enough. So now I'm gonna go and add Fix Plus to my face, and while I'm letting the Fix Plus just kind of set into my skin, I go in with the highlight shade in the palette and I apply that in my tear duct area, and I also apply on the tip of my nose, above my cupid's bow. So you want certain areas of your face to glow. And I'm applying a little bit of mascara under my eyes so it can look a little more doll-like. You don't want to skip that step because it won't complete the look. So now I'm gonna go in with a purple lip liner. I'll list it down below, and I'm gonna go in with Lipland Cosmetics in Montenegro. This is a collaboration with Amrezy. I'm so glad like she came out with these shades because they're like so pretty, and I didn't get the other two, but this one has to be my top favorite, especially the top favorite dark lip color. And yeah, this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup tutorial, this birthday glam. I hope that you recreate it. If you do, let me know, tag me on Instagram, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.